I never thought I'd be making a video about damp and mold, but trust me, this could save your home. You see, that small damp patch you've been ignoring? It's not just an eyesore, it's a ticking time bomb. Today, we're going to dive into why leaving damp and mold untreated could be the biggest mistake you ever make for your home and your health. So, what causes damp in our homes? Well, it turns out there are several culprits. Leaks are an obvious one, whether it's a dripping pipe or a hole in your roof. But sometimes the enemy is invisible. Condensation, that sneaky result of poor ventilation, can be just as damaging. And in older homes, rising damp can creep up from the ground, bypassing your damp-proof course. Now you might be wondering, okay, so I've got some damp, what's the big deal? Well, let me tell you, it's more serious than you might think. Damp creates the perfect breeding ground for mold. And mold, it's not just unsightly, it's downright dangerous. It releases spores into the air, which can trigger all sorts of health problems. We're talking respiratory issues, allergies, and even more serious conditions for vulnerable groups like children or the elderly. But it doesn't stop there. Left unchecked, damp can cause serious structural damage to your home. Wood rot, plaster deterioration. These aren't just cosmetic issues, they can compromise the integrity of your entire house. And fixing that kind of damage, it's going to cost you a lot more than dealing with the initial damp problem. So, what can you do about it? The most important thing is to act fast. The moment you spot signs of damp, that's your cue to take action. The longer you wait, the worse it gets, and the more expensive it becomes to fix. Trust me, I've seen it happen, and it's not pretty. Now here's where things get tricky. You might be tempted by ads offering free damp surveys. Sounds great, right? But be careful. Some of these are actually scams run by cowboy operators. They use these free surveys as a way to get into your home and then pressure you into expensive, often unnecessary treatments. Instead, look for reputable, professional damp-proofing companies. Yes, you might have to pay for a survey, but it's worth it for the peace of mind and expert advice you'll receive. Remember, your home is probably the biggest investment you'll ever make. Protecting it from damp and mold isn't just about maintaining its value, it's about creating a safe, healthy environment for you and your family. So don't wait. If you suspect you have a damp problem, get it checked out by a professional. Your future self will thank you. And who knows, you might just be saving your home from disaster.